the voters we saw in Ekiti are not stupid. That's one thing someone should also sit back. The voters we saw in Ekiti have a reason to take money. This is what they were saying. They say they are taking money because they are hungry. They are taking money because nobody is going to stop them, because after today, where will they see this money again? So it is now left for the people, the government of Ekiti, to sit back and think, yes, elections are over, but the message that we have taken back in the international observer groups and the domestic observer group is that there is hunger in the land. That is what they said. You people should go. You can't stop us from taking money. We are hungry. How do we feed? Let us take what we can take now. After today, what happens? They were singing that song.
Now, don't you think that it is the intentional, plan of the majority of the food class to impoverish, the electorate? Don't you think so?
Well, I will not think
because I don't know why
so.
Not it. It's in the future.
This is what I'm saying. That this is the whole thing about it's a mind thing. You see, people's mind, are being affected, in this whole process, and that's what we say poverty, not illiteracy. Not illiteracy, poverty. Majority of the voters we saw spoke very good English. And we asked them, are you educated? They said, no, I finished. I'm out of school, I have my master's, no job, 10 years, 5 years, this. So the problem in Ekiti State is not a problem of illiteracy. I'm telling you that I personally am amazed at the level of education here. I'm amazed at the level of exposure of the youths. The youths here are so exposed. They speak very good English. They are proactive. They are intelligent. But they are saying, Madam, go away. Don't tell them to take money. We are just like our mother. We are hungry. We need this money. So please, people should go in peace and leave them.
At the declaration of the results of the election, what was your immediate reaction or response?
Well, our immediate reaction and response to the declaration was that, well, on the field, you may not really know who's going to be the winner, because your job is to observe and we go around different places. But between 2 and 3, we started, by everywhere we went to, we know from the results that are coming in, we know that this candidate is going to win. Well, for us, that's why we say, based on our international code of conduct, we cannot say Ekiti 2022 election is fair and fair. We cannot say it. I don't even think the US Embassy can say that. We can say proudly that INEC did a good job. For the first time, the beavers worked well compared to Anambra. INEC did a good job in their training. The processes, the electoral preparation of INEC is 110%. They did their job well. The problem is the electoral, the political class. So when people engage in vote buying, it is not fair.
Would you say vote buying is the only factor that affected the quality of the process?
It's only vote buying. Like I said, INEC did very well. Very well. We know what we're talking. We know what we saw in Anambra. We know what happened in the FCT election in February. The beavers were still having issues and many things were still wrong. But here, the preparation, in fact, since this new technology came out, they started using it. This is the first place that INEC has gotten 100%. I'm telling you, they did well. They did well.
You spoke about the police playing their role properly. But there have been accusations against the same police of shooting of coming with arms around the polling units. What about that? Could that not also be a part of the factors?
Well, we did not see, the only police that were armed police were police that went around with people, excuse me, like our group. There were no armed police. In fact, what we even want to put in our recommendation to IREC is that there are polling units that had over 1,000 people. Those polling units should not have two security men, because that is what happened in many polling units we saw. People not respecting the two of them, trying to push them away from suffocating the young polling officers was a big task. So if there were like 4 or 5, that could be effective. So those are the recommendations we are going to tell INEC, that they should next time, like the Oshun elections, any polling unit that has over 1,000 should not have 2, because they were fighting, they were, all manner. So those are. But if in terms of law and order, we were there in one polling unit, we saw EFCC, they came there to arrest someone. Somebody called the EFCC. We didn't even know. They came in there and arrested somebody. They went behind, the guy was running with money in a bag. They arrested him. Also in this election, we saw some people in hotels with tags written observers. Now we looked at that tag. That tag did not carry an INEC logo. So it just observer. And we asked one of them, he was sitting there in the back, where did you get this tag? He said they are observers. Immediately he left, he now signaled the other one, 3 of them, they left where they sat and went in. So we now went and told this to the DSS. We said there's an intelligence here. People should watch out on election day. There are people who are now wearing tags. And as at that time, INEC did not distribute even our tag. As at that day, INEC did not distribute the tags. We didn't even know what the tag would look like as an observer. But people are already wearing tags as observers. So who were these people?
Now, you spoke about EFCC arresting people. We never heard about the police arresting anybody. So, would you still say that they did well? Because they were supposed to make arrests if some people violated the rules.
Yeah, I think the INEC invited the EFCC into these elections because of the report of vote buying. This vote buying thing has been the issue for the past 1 month or more, because the people were not hiding that they are going to do vote buying. People were saying, they are going to do. People even knew how much the APC will give 10,000. They were saying it. I'm going to go and collect 10,000. Even the cleaners in our hotels did not come to work. They said, no, we are going to go home, so we want to go and get 10,000. We're going. So, the 10,000 thing was just, how did they know if they didn't tell them? You understand? So, that was why INEC invited the EFCC.
So in clear terms.
So they know there was an information about vote buying.
So in clear terms, that means that this just of election is not free at all.
We can't say it was free and fair, because if there's a vote buying, there's a business. There's a business, so people are like being, coerced because of money. That means if they did not, without the money, they will not vote. So, but the good thing, the only thing we saw is that, also I can add, is that there was huge turnout. Huge. We've never seen, oh my God. Huge. There is no polling unit we went. If people did not go out, maybe like 5-6% of that total number, they all went out to vote. Huge. Amazing. Incredible numbers. So you can also see that those incredible numbers were included because they had something to go with.
We understand that some of the parties are challenging the results of the election in court. How do you weigh their chances of remedying the situation?
I I don't know. Because we are not INEC. We're just talking as observers. Their chances is 50-50. Because we are still studying this, the law that is behind the vote bank. What is the government saying? I know there's something about somebody going, being in prison for 5 years, but is it effective? How effective is this law? And again, there were no electoral violences in this election like other elections. We've heard about ballot box snatching, which is maybe like 1 or 2 places.
You didn't witness any?
We didn't see any. We've heard about it in 1 or 2 places, but then you cannot compare. Maybe one place somebody went there to take ballot box in 2,445 cubic meters. You can say okay, everywhere was no. The election was peaceful. There was general peace during this election on Saturday. People were just after. Many of them we saw after we went to many places. We saw some places. A lot of people were still sitting down in the polling unit. So, have you voted? Yes. Have you voted? Yes. Why are you sitting here? We are waiting for our people. Why are you waiting? Because we vote and go home. The young woman started speaking Yoruba. I don't hear Yoruba, but our driver is the one that told us that the woman was saying that this woman, where is she coming from? She wants me to leave my money and go. So that means a lot of them that we saw that were hanging around were actually waiting for their sweetness.
People of the fountain.